Hi friends, it has been an absolute minute since I last filmed and uploaded on YouTube. Life definitely got in the way again. In my last video, I did say that I would try and be a little bit more consistent with uploading and filming wig reviews. But yeah, life just got in the way, been really busy, and I've been a little bit more active over on Instagram. But even then, I did take a slight hiatus off social media for my own mental health, but also because of time. I just had to kind of find time to do things outside of work. And one of the things I did reduce was my social media time. But I am here today after many requests to film a wig review. My long-awaited wig review today is actually on Glow Getter from Natural Image. So this was actually sent to me by Continental Wigs in the UK. I actually purchase many of my Natural Image wigs from Continental Wigs in the UK, but they've been so kind and they've sent Glow Getter to me to review for you today. So if you'd like to hear more about how this is worn over the past maybe about 7 wears, then please keep on watching. Okay, so let's talk about the brand Natural Image. In my mind, I think of Natural Image as an indie wig brand. So they aren't your overly huge John Renaults, Raquel Welch's and things like that, but rather they're a smaller brand. Not exactly boutique, but yeah, a much smaller brand. Now, they don't often come out with new releases or new launches, or they don't come out with them frequently, I should say. So I was really excited when I did see the new Natural Image releases on the Continental Wigs website. And yeah, I was really excited because they are really quite modern. They're very on trend, and I love Natural Image wigs. So if you've seen some of my previous videos, I have reviewed quite a few Natural Image wigs, both here and on my Instagram. I really enjoy their wigs. I find them to be very much on par with, again, the larger wig brands, but you know, they're a smaller indie brand. They don't have an abundance of styles, but the styles that they do have are very, how can I say it? I really enjoy wearing them. I think they're just so beautiful, and the shades that they have are absolutely so unique. As I scroll through the website and, you know, I look at Glow Getter, that the shade range is just so interesting. And you know, there's your mist shades and your glow shades. So Glow Getter that I have on is in Strawberry Glow. It's a mouthful, so many glows in one word, but you know, Strawberry Glow is an unrooted strawberry blonde shade. It is absolutely stunning. It's very heavily highlighted, and I think that's what the glow signifies. So if I came closer to the camera, you can see here, it's a really, really beautiful mix of that kind of butterscotch strawberry blonde together with some really beautiful warmer blonde highlighting, and maybe even a bit of your neutral blonde highlighting as well. So it is very stunning. I actually own another wig in strawberry glow, and that's my influence wig. The highlighting I find on this one is a little bit more intense, which I don't mind. I actually prefer it because I think that we're seeing highlighting coming back in, and the intense highlighting, almost striping, is back in fashion again in the hairdressing world. So it's really great to see that hairstyles and hair coloring is now being translated over to wigs. So that's something I'm really excited about because, you know, I do like to mix my wigs up, and I like to kind of be on trend when I'm wearing them. So enough about Strawberry Glow, the shade, which is absolutely gorgeous, but let's start talking about Glow Getter, the style. So Glow Getter is a very loose wave. It's almost like a loose barrel wave hairstyle. It does come center parted, so I will include on the screen how I received it, and this is a clip from my Instagram, my unboxing, so you can see what it looks like. So it does come in as a center part. Now, this wig has a monofilament top. So it has a lace front monofilament top. So you can actually move the parting space wherever you like. So this wig on my head looks really different to the stock photo, I have to admit. I actually prefer how it looks on me than how it looks on the stock photo. But again, that's personal preference. So So I've actually moved the part to kind of like an off-center part, which is how I prefer to style my wigs. Now, Glow Getter is quite long. The dimensions on Glow Getter is 14-inch front, 14-inch side, and then a 14-inch nape. So really interesting dimensions. So essentially it's 3 distinct layers. Now, I really like this length and this layering because it's very reminiscent of some of the other wig styles that I own. When I do wear wavy wigs, or kind of on the longer side wavy wigs, this is the style I actually opt for. So, you know, I'll share a comparison to one of the wig styles that I'm talking about shortly. But first I'll talk a little bit about the features of Glow Getter. So let's have a look at the features on Glow Getter. Glow Getter does have a monofilament top. It has a beautiful extended ear-to-ear lace front. As you can see, these little squares, for those of you who are new to wearing wigs, are actually the placement and the knotting of the highlights. So Strawberry Glow specifically has very intense, I guess, highlighting. And this is actually where the highlighting placement appears when you part your wig. So that's just for those of you who are new to wearing highlighted wigs. It does have an open wefted cap. It's very, very stretchy. Now the sizing of Glow Getter on me, I'm a petite to average head size, 20.8 centimeter circumference. And this actually fits beautifully on my head size. I've not actually adjusted the adjusters. They're in the same place that they were when it arrived, and I pulled it out of the box. So I'm happy to say that it fits a petite to average beautifully. A petite could even get away with wearing this, but they'd need to tighten the adjusters. And if you are average and above, just loosen up the adjusters, and because it does have a beautiful stretchy cap, this will fit you, I think. It does have the extended nape with the metal stays, as it does on the ear tabs. So the ear tabs do have that beautiful velvet. So if you do have some sensitive scalp like I do, then you would really appreciate velvet on ear tabs. So for Natural Image being an indie brand, I can actually say with certainty that it has the same features that other larger brands do. So yeah, there's no difference in that sense. You know, it has very, very similar cap features to every other wig that you might be wearing right now. And just another look at those beautiful curls. So they kind of do spiralize still. I keep brushing them out, but then I do spray them with some water so that they can kind of tighten up again. But I do find that they still do spiralize a bit. So I'm hoping that they'll drop with further wear. As I did mention, it's a kind of long wig. So it's 14 inches and 14 inches and 14 inches. So it has some really interesting layering. And I like that because over time, if, you know, there is some additional frizzing, or, you know, I find that maybe it's a bit too long, I can get it trimmed up to some of those initial layers. So that's really lovely and very convenient for wigs like these that have, you know, the layering in the curls. And let me just quickly show you how dense it is. So it doesn't have any permatease on the wig cap, which is fantastic. I tend to steer away lately from any permatease, but I do understand that on some styles, you know, you want some bulk. But I find in these more kind of on-trend styles, like this beautiful wavy, mermaidy wavy style, you don't really need the permatease. There's quite a lot of hair sewn into the base of the cap that you don't really need that permatease anywhere. So although there's hair, it's not thick and bulky, but rather it does lay beautifully flat on the back of the scalp. So I'll zoom in, and I'll zoom myself in very close to the camera so you can see the lace front as I wear it. So it is undetectable. It is so beautiful. And obviously when you have very highlighted knots or very fine blonde light colored knots, they appear invisible against the scalp on the lace front. And Natural Image wigs are pretty darn beautiful. The ear tab has some really nice coverage, as you can see here, as it's worn, but it's not the densest curly wig that I own. I actually find Sarah from John Renaud to be much denser, even though it is hand tied. So this is kind of on the higher end of density but not as dense as some others, if that makes sense. So I did promise a side-by-side of another wig style that I really enjoy, and that's actually Longing for Long by Raquel Welch. I do believe you can find Longing for Long on the Continental Wigs website if you'd like to see that. So it's really, really similar. I do go for this same style, but the differences with Longing for Long obviously is the colouring and so on and so forth. But here you can kind of see the difference in tones to the shade, which I'll put up on screen because I don't remember what shade it is, but together with Strawberry Glow. So you can see here it has a little bit more of that strawberry red in there, intermingled with the blonde, versus this more blondie highlighted shade. Very similar, very, very close, but they both have their unique purposes. So I often get the question about the fibers on natural image wigs, and because I do own mine for years now, it's been over 2 years since I purchased my first natural image wig, and I get asked, how do the fibers hold up? So the fibers on natural image wigs, and you know, based on my experience alone, I can say that they're a little bit drier. So they are very fine, and this is going to be really hard to demonstrate, obviously, but they're really, really fine fibers, but I find them a tad drier than perhaps some of the other synthetic wigs out there. This is not necessarily a bad thing. It doesn't mean it's more prone to tangling. It doesn't mean it's more prone to frizzing either. I find that long wigs in general will tangle, they will frizz. You need a good detangler, and you need to comb them after each wear to ensure that they last for a long time. So I can't say if they're worse or if they're better, but I just find them a little bit drier to touch. So they don't have that slip, and they're not shiny. So that's the one benefit of having drier fibers, is they look a lot more realistic than some of the other brand synthetic fibers. Now, again, it's preference. All wigs are personal preference. I really enjoy natural image wigs because, you know, there's a few features that I enjoy on them versus some other wigs. But again, I'm wig agnostic. I love many brands and I love trying multiple wigs. But if Glow Getter does interest you, I would definitely recommend jumping on the Continental Wigs website and checking it out. There are so many colors available. They have some beautiful brunettes, and I'm hoping my next natural image wig will be a brunette, a very dark brunette as well. Definitely check out the shades. At the time of filming this, I do know that there is a very small discount on the Continental Wigs website for Glow Getter. And if you are based in the US, now is actually the perfect time to shop from Continental Wigs. The exchange rate is definitely unbelievable. So if you've been hesitant to shop from the UK, if you live in the US, now's actually the time to purchase wigs from the UK. The exchange rate is the best. And yeah, definitely recommend going onto the website and checking out the different wig styles. I did say that this is part of a new launch or a new collection from Natural Image. So there are some more new styles that you can actually go and check out. So in summary, after this really long video, I've really enjoyed this wig. You know, I've worn it with beanies, I've worn it with hats, I've worn it as it is, I've worn it in a half up to, and I really enjoy how it wears. Another big thanks to Continental Wigs for sending this my way and for allowing me to share my thoughts and wear test with everyone here on YouTube. And thanks again to everyone for popping back into my YouTube channel. It's been a really long time, and I hope you have enjoyed this review of Glow Getter today in the shade Strawberry Glow. So if you have enjoyed this video, please subscribe before you leave, show me some love, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos, then please comment down below which wig style you'd like to see me review. Head on over to my Instagram, you'll be able to see the majority of my wigs over there. If there's something that interests you, I'd be happy to try and schedule in a new filming time on weekends to film some additional reviews. So thanks for watching everyone, and I hope to see you all very soon. Bye bye.